Hey everybody, it's Nicole with Adoria Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make some mini patriotic tags to include in your Americana decor. So you're going to need some mini tags of some sort. You're going to need some paint. You're going to need some painter's tape, some ribbon or twine, and I'm going to embellish with some stars. And then you're going to need some paint brushes. I'm going to use a chippy brush and some foam brushes today. And of course, you're going to need some glue of your choice. So let's get started. Move all of my stuff aside. So I'm actually going to use 2 of these mini tags. Now you can do the same project if you have big tags to put on like the outside of your door. You can definitely do that, but I'm going to show you how to do it with mini tags. So first we're going to go ahead and we are going to paint one of the tags with blue, and I am going to use the Deco Art Americana Persian blue. This is one of my favorite blues that I use a lot. So I'm just going to put some on my plate, and I'm actually going to paint this whole entire tag, including the back, because the way that I'm going to display the tag, you will be able to see the back of the tag. So I'm just going to put blue on the whole entire tag. Isn't this a gorgeous color? I love it. It is such a pretty dark blue. It is a acrylic blue, so you can use chalk paint if you would like. So then I'm gonna go ahead and dry this so I can flip it over. This is such a fun way to display tags in your home. Part of your Americana decor. Flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing to the front. And I'm going to go ahead and do all of the tag just like this. You do not need to use foam brushes. I am just so happen to be using them today in this project. Now, most of the blue tag is actually not going to be in view once we put the 2 tags together. Now you can do the same project just using 1 tag if you would like. And if you do just 1 tag, you would definitely only have a little bit of blue, not the whole entire thing. So let's go ahead and dry this. You can make your tags rustic. You can dry brush instead. You can use the chippy method instead. It is completely up to you on how you make your tag. Going to make sure that I just get a little bit more on, a second coat, not a heavy second coat, just a little bit. This project is really easy to do, and it is fun. Anybody can do this project. You just need some type of wooden tag. I do get these wooden tags off of Amazon, and they are reasonably priced. All right, let's dry this, and then we're gonna move on to our other tag. I'm a messy painter. If you do not like to get paint on your hands, you can definitely wear gloves while you are painting. Okay, so here we go. Here's the blue one for now. I'm gonna just get up here in the nooks and crannies. And then I'm gonna set this one aside to dry even more. Okay, set that one aside. And we're gonna work on our other one. Now what I did already on this one is I took my red, and I today am using Folk Art in the color Imperial, Folk Art chalk paint in the color Imperial. And I just did one coat around the edging of my tag. So now we're going to go ahead and get some of our red, and we are going to go ahead and paint the back of it. Mainly because the way that I'm going to be displaying these, you will be able to see the back, part of the back of the tag. Plus I do like to finish my projects, so I do like to paint the back. All right, this is chalk paint, unlike the blue, so one coat should be plenty. Okay, try this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my painter's tape, flip it over, and I'm going to use my painter's tape. Now, if you feel like you can draw a line with your paint and not have a problem, go right ahead. But that's why I love to use painter's tape, because it just helps me. And I'm just going to put one right here, about right there. Okay. I always get too much paint, too much painter's tape, too much ribbon, but it's fine. It's all good. And then I'm going to go about right here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm going to take my white. It could be any white paint that you have. Okay. And I'm just going to paint white stripe down the center. Again, it can be any white paint that you have, acrylic paint or chalk paint. I'm going to try to not get it on the edge. Just like that. And I want it to be pretty solid coverage. So I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to come back and do another coat. Usually I do projects that are a little bit more rustic than this one, but I'm kind of wanting my colors to be bright for this project. Okay, so let's dry that. We'll do one more coat. And I definitely want my white to be completely dry. I do not want it to bleed, and I do not want it to be wet because we are going to be adding some red stripes, and I don't want my red to turn pink. So let's get that totally dry, and then we'll do one more coat to make it a little bit more of a vibrant white. Oops. Just like this. There we go. Good, good, good. We'll dry that, and then we'll be done with this. My paint out of my hole. Okay. There we go. Put that in my water, and then we will dry it. And then we're gonna come back in with the red. Sure, this is completely dry. More, because again, I want it to be completely dry, so I am not making pink when I'm adding my red stripe, because I am going to be taking off my painter's tape, and I am not going to be adding any more painter's tape on here when I am making my red stripe. Okay, here we go. Let's get this off. Go. All right. So there we have it so far. Okay. So now I'm actually going to take my chippy brush, and I'm going to be using this brush when I am adding my red stripe. So I'm just going to get some paint on, and then I'm gonna offload just a little bit, okay? And then we're gonna go. And I want it to be pretty full coverage, but it's okay if it's not completely full coverage. I like how you get a little bit of a dry brush effect when you use a chippy brush. Just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same over here. I like to just kind of take the lines of the brush. The chippy brush gives you these lines. And it's not going to be perfect, and that's what I like. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit more solid over here, just like that. Okay, so there we are, just like that. So I'm going to dry this. Okay, so now I'm actually going to take my sanding tool. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to bring back my blue tag, and I'm just going to do a little bit of sanding so it's not perfect looking. Do it around the edges of this tag. You do not have to do this step if you don't want to. All right, so there we go. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this one. So there we go, just like that, okay? So now we're gonna take our two tags, okay? And it's gonna be like this. Let me just get it to where I want it to be. And I am going to glue down and I'm just going to use hot glue. You can use whatever glue you want. I'm going to line up the hole just like that. Okay. And then what I did was I painted some of these stars white, and I'm just gonna place some right here. Just like that, something along those lines. That's perfect. Again, I'm just gonna use hot glue. You can use whatever glue you want. Some wood glue, some E6000, whatever you want. Just like that, okay? So then we're going to take our ribbon. You can take any kind of ribbon. You can also use twine. And what I did was I cut a piece of it in half because I'm not gonna use, I don't want it to be that thick, okay? So I'm just going to bring in our ribbon through the hole. Just like this. Okay, get my glue strings off. Twist it, bring it through. This is going to look so cute on a doorknob, hanging off of a doorknob, a closet door, maybe even your kitchen counter. You can display it. It doesn't even have to hang. It can just be on your kitchen counter. It would look cute on a kitchen cabinet doorknob. I'm not going to tie an actual bow. I just want it knotted, just like this. I'm just going to get it real tight. And I'm going to cut. I want to make sure my polka dots are right side up, just like that. And there you go, you guys. You have a cute little Americana tag. You could even put a word, you can stencil a word right here. like free or liberty or USA or something like that. That would look really cute too. So there you go. This is just a really cute, simple, mini patriotic tag. See you next time.